Hi, I'm Oli with one L. The concept of today's video is forest bathing or nature bathing. Before we start though, please appreciate my new hair, and while you are leaving your compliment down below in the comments, I'll tell you what forest bathing actually is. It's not exactly like hiking because you don't have a sporty goal of reaching the steps or just getting fitter, nothing like that. You just are there in the forest or in like any nature space. You are just using your five senses to enjoy the surroundings. So you use your vision to look at the hopefully relaxing views. You use touch to engage with the textures, with the leaves, with the tree bark and stuff like that, moss. You use your hearing because there are many natural sounds, for example birds or just from the wind, the leaves, etc. You also use your sense of smell because there are fallen leaves, mushrooms have a certain smell. Overall, a forest is a great space with many different smells from different kind of plants. Finally, you use your taste if it's safe and you're super sure of what you're consuming. For example, some berries, nuts, maybe even some mushrooms. However, consuming random mushrooms is super risky. I don't recommend, especially raw, so only do it if you are an expert. If you're not, just let them be. Just take a picture and move on, honestly. It's not worth the risk. I just wanted to put it out there because botulism exists. Google it. It's very gnarly, so yeah, avoid this kind of risk. What I do recommend is bringing some tea with you in a thermos, for example. That's also one way to exercise your sense of taste while in a very relaxed natural surrounding such as a forest. We, however, together with my husband went to a national park here in southwest Finland. It's called Kurjenrahka. A big portion of this national park is a lake, and surrounding the lake there is a bog. I really liked the idea of walking on the bog. Of course, there are special wooden paths there to ensure that you walking across the bog is safe, because drowning in a bog wasn't on my bingo card for this fall. I still have plans, you know. We picked a rather easy path, but we got a bit sidetracked, we got a bit lost, you could say, but it was easy to find our way back. So in the end we walked quite a few kilometers more than we intended. We intended to walk 2.7 kilometers or something like this, and we ended up walking, well, I think around 5 kilometers. The weather has been very pleasant recently. The temperatures are still above 20 and it was rather sunny on that day, which of course also made the walk extra pleasurable. Still, there were already some fall colors here and there, so it was quite cool to take fall vibe pictures without the cold temperatures or very strong wind like today. I don't know if you can hear it, but I definitely can. We went there in the evening, so it was very nice to enjoy the sunset also. And we stopped by the sunflower field where one can self-pick free sunflowers, and they are right here next to me. However, I got into some weeds while, going through the field of sunflowers, and they ended up not being so free after all, because I had to throw away the tides. They were ruined. I really like sunflowers, so kind of worth it. However, it wasn't the case last year. I don't know what kind of plant that even was, so if you have any idea, yeah, here's the picture, and do let me know so I can look it up and avoid in the future, because it was quite hard for me to figure out who exactly was the culprit, because it was a bit dark. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little walk in a Finnish national park. Let me know if you would be interested in this kind of content in the future, and I'll see you next week and we'll do something cozy together. Take care.